Okay, let's go ahead and review the problems that we just did for the addition and subtraction with significant figures. So what we learned was that we needed to do these a very specific way. The first problem wanted us to add 43 millimeters and 10.56 millimeters and make sure that our answer was in the proper number of significant digits. We learned that the proper way to do this was to do the math vertically. So, I'm going to take 43 and 10.56. I'm going to make sure that they line up where the decimals would be. And again, we're going to use that method of starting at the very far right of each measurement and then drawing an arrow until we hit our very first significant digit. And whichever one is the farthest to the left, whichever arrow goes farthest to the left, we're going to draw our vertical line just to the right of that digit all the way down. And remember that the purpose of that is going to help us know that the significant digits are going to lie to the left of that, and it's going to help us determine where to round. Now we just do our addition as we normally would. So 6 plus 0 is 6, 5 plus 0 is 5, 3 plus 0 is 3, 4 plus 1 is 5. 53 dot, don't forget that we have a decimal point there, and this would be in millimeters. Now we know where to round. The 3 is where we're rounding. So 3, look to the right, there's a 5, we need to be careful. We look to the right of the 5, are there non-zero numbers? There are, that means we round our 3 up to a 4. Our final answer, 54 millimeters. Okay, so now that we've had practice with that one, let's look to the next question. The second question wanted us to subtract 5 centimeters from 3,000 dot centimeters. Now, when we have it worded like that, we need to make sure we understand what that means. When we're subtracting 5 from 3,000 dot centimeters, that means this minus 5 centimeters. Okay? That's how you would write it out horizontally. Okay? Now, it's so important that we remember that decimal point is there for a reason. Okay? It's telling us that these zeros are significant. If we had no decimal point there, it would be saying the 3 is the only significant digit. So that decimal is there for a reason. We need to remember that. Okay, so let's move on to our strategy. We do this vertically. So 3,000 dot, line it up right, 5. Okay, if we do our arrows, we should see that the first significant digit is the 0 there because of the decimal, and then same spot. So the arrows end up in the same spot. That just means a horizontal line goes right here. Okay? So this is subtraction. I don't want to forget that. And so we subtract 3,005. We know we get 2,995, and we don't need to write the decimal because they're all non-zero digits. And again, units of measurement. Is that centimeters? Yes, centimeters. Okay? So that is our final answer because all of our significant digits are here. We have none afterwards, so we don't have to actually round anything. There's nothing to the right to round. So 2,995 centimeters is our final answer. All right, question 3. I'll move that to another slide. Well, no, I think I'll just move this up a little bit. We got room. All right, question 3. We're going to add 2.59 moles and 5,000 moles. This one is just 5,000 moles. Okay, that's how it was written. So, again, set it up vertically. Yep, I'm going to get rid of my unit of measurement there to do this. Right? Because we would put 2.59 here, right? Put our moles over here. Addition. Now, don't let this fool you. This is where people get tripped up a lot. When we do our arrow, remember, we're drawing our arrow so until we hit the first significant digit. These zeros are not significant. The 5 is the first significant digit that we hit. Okay? It's not an arrow until you hit your first digit. It's the arrow until you hit the first significant digit. So, which one's farthest to the left? Clearly, we're going to draw this way over here. And that changes everything, doesn't it? Okay? So now we do our addition. 5, 0, 0, 2.59 moles. Well, we're rounding here, right? Now we do our addition. So this rounds to 5, 0, 1,000, 0, 2 moles. That's our final answer. Now, you stop and ask yourself, I added something to 5,000 and I ended up with 5,000. What? Well, remember the concept here. The concept is all about accuracy and precision of our numbers and the measuring devices we took them with. The device we used here clearly was not very accurate and precise. It was only precise enough or accurate enough to measure to the thousands place, whereas this device was accurate to the hundredths place. So we're only allowed to report our final measurement to the accuracy of our least accurate device. We would be lying if we said that our final answer was 5,002.59 because we don't really know how this device or what, where in these place values this measurement actually was in reality. Okay, so this is actually, it actually makes sense when you think about it. All right, one more problem. Let's scroll up. All right, so now we're going to add 420 meters and 505 meters. All right, vertical setup, right? What do we do next? Arrows, right? Again, don't let that 0 fool you. This was not 420 dot, this was 420. So we go straight through it. It's not significant. So that horizontal line, vertical line comes down to here. And that affects where we're rounding. Whoops, what am I doing? That's not proper addition. 925 meters. That means the 2, look to the right, 5. Got to be careful. Is there anything to the right of the 5 that's non-zero? No. That means we go back We look here. Is it odd? No, it's even. We keep it the same. Final answer, 920. Don't forget, we need a placeholder 0 meters. Okay? Having to think about our math in a whole different way sometimes can be tricky, but you've got to practice, and there'll be plenty of problems for you to practice. You'll get it with practice.